What's going on, people? Sorry, I just read something that's crazy. But anyway, what's going on, people? It's your boy Mark Cupin, aka the Batman, aka the Problem. We're here alongside someone who, in your wildest dreams, you probably would never thought it would happen, but it's happening now. For the powers that be have made it happen, and I'm actually glad to have someone of her caliber in this space, just for the fact that she speaks her truth and she doesn't hold back. So I hope I don't get roasted while this interview goes on. But without further ado, I would love to introduce you to Renee.
Hey guys, to the United Kingdom, Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and fucking Dublin. It's your girl, Miss R Fabulous.
And hold out the Nigerians.
Big up all my Africans all around the world, because Mark just really wants me to include you guys, but he doesn't seem to understand that you guys are everywhere.
We are.
So you're all in my speeches.
Don't you forget that. Don't you forget. But I love that. I love that. That is something that you should get printed on a shirt or a cup. I'll definitely buy it.
Well, my podcast is called PSA. Yeah. Public service announcement.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first, guys. Yeah.
So, Renee, or shall I address you as Miss R?
Nah, Renee. Because you know me.
Okay. So, for anyone that doesn't know who you are, what do you stand for? Who are you? Describe yourself.
Well, what you see is what you get. I'm like Marmite. You either love me or you hate me. It's one of them two. Just you get over it. So it's with me, it's like I'm just living my life. I feel like everybody's living on a universe and I'm just living in my own little world because I don't care about anything. I just do me. Like I do what makes me happy. Like that's it.
Okay.
So I just live my truth. If I know I'm going to do something wrong, I know I'll probably wake up tomorrow morning and probably regret it, but it's like, it is what it is and it's life, innit? Like I can't do anything about it.
Okay, fair enough. So I guess that is you speaking your truth. Is that something you've always kind of been about or represented, or was it not like that?
From school. I used to just do, certain things, what you will lie to your parents about, I'm just telling my mom, like, I would just tell her. Like, I just left some boy's yard, like, for example, and she'd be like, oh, we need blood, like, sometimes, like, other kids or other teenagers probably lie and be like, Mum, no, I was at my friend's house. I've just learned to there's no point lying. You're going to get caught anyway.
Actually tell your mum you just came from a boy's house?
Yeah, one time, I told my mum, like, I'm going to see some guy. I have that relationship with my mum.
How did she react?
I don't know, like, she just...
This is going to sound wild, because I'm just intrigued. So, like, you've told your mum, first time you had sex and...
So, when my mum caught a guy jumping out my room, I just stopped lying it. I just started telling the truth. Because, she's going to know I'm going to cheat one day. Like, she knows I'm going to do something.
Okay.
My mum knows I'm not a saint.
That's mad. That's mad. My mum would do something.
It's good to I feel like it's good to have an open relationship with your parents. Because, like, I feel like parents need to make it a safe spot for your kids to be able to communicate with you. Because if you can't give your child that safe spot, they're going to always do things behind your back. And as a parent, you want to know what your child's doing. So even though you might get angry at the fact that your son's going to come home and tell you that he's done something bad, you want him to, even though it's bad, you're going to get pissed off.
So you would say you appreciate that a lot more, especially now. Congratulations, you are now a mother.
Yeah, I'm a mom now. Absolutely amazing.
Have you given her a name?
Yeah,
her African culture is different.
I've kept her real name private.
Okay.
But her name to everyone is Miracle, because she is a miracle in my life.
That's a nice name, though.
I call her Mira for short, but her government name is just between me and her dad. We are the only two, because she's not Christian yet.
How smart that is?
Yeah, she's not Christian yet, and I just want it to be very sacred, like very private, something that I hold, because I feel like eventually people are going to see her. So I feel like I just want a piece of her that nobody knows, like...
So when you say people are going to eventually see it, so your plan is to bring her out on the socials? No,
like when it's her birthday, her first birthday.
You're still going to... Like you said, you wanted to keep... So
I'm very discombobulated. So my head is like, okay, I'm going to... Because everybody in my family, they usually show their child after their child's like 1 year old. So I might do that because of the simple fact that I'm going to go out with her. People are going to see me. They're going to see her. I can't stop people from recording. I can't, do you know what I mean? I don't have 10 bodyguards with me. I'm not Cardi B, do you understand? So at the end of the day, I know eventually people are going to see her. So I can't fight the world.
That's crazy.
My child ain't ugly. She's very beautiful.
Do you know what? And speaking on your child, I just want to apologize. Not apologize, but say sorry, Wasn't there a situation that you kind of lost a child?
Yeah, so I've had an ectopic. I have PCOS. Let's start off there.
Can
I've
you
got
explain
PCOS.
what that
So I'm
means?
for all
'Cause-
the ladies out there that have PCOS. I understand. So PCOS is, I can't pronounce the words. Everyone knows I can't speak
Listen,
English.
who's judging?
It's polycystic
Ovaries?
ovaries.
Okay.
I think I said it.
No, you did. Congratulations, you did well.
So that's what I have. And a lot of women have that. And it's when you have too much hormones, right? So I have a lot of hormones. So sometimes I do get hairy chin. Sometimes I get hairy chest. Like there's other women have like it worse than I do. Some women have it and don't see a period at all.
Really?
Some women have it and then their period's irregular. So it affects a lot of
You
women.
said their doo-doos in regular. So girls do poo.
Did I say poo? I said no, irregular.
Oh, no, I thought you said poo. Did you say girls?
No,
don't?
their period.
Oh, sorry, my bad. That was a stupid Mark moment.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Go on.
So yeah, like some people, a lot of women have it, and then when you have it, it affects you in different departments in it. So me, I have it, but I have like the hairy chin, like the hairy chest, but I see a period every month. But sometimes I don't know when I'm ovulating.
So
it
you know,
could
this is
be,
I'm gonna throw you off, right? Cool. So some people would look at it and they'll judge
they do.
and say stupid shit. Right?
They do. You got a beard.
Yeah. So could you say that's more to your test levels?
Oh, what that test? What that?
Testosterone. I'm dyslexic as well, so I'll
Isn't
mess
that
up.
not testosterone?
It's
not
what can be
man
found
have.
in men, but it's also there are some traces of it in women, depending on the balance, right? You have me right, yeah? Cool. So in sense of that, and then hair in that aspect is more of a testosterone thing.
Okay.
So you might
I
have
get where
more
you're
of a
coming from.
balance of a, you know, your alpha. You know, so would that explain why you're a bit like, what, shut your
No,
mouth?
I don't think it has anything to do with how I am. To be honest, my PCOS, do you know what it is? I've just learnt to love it. Absolutely love the shit out of it. Sorry for my language. Because
No, do your thing, girl.
what do you expect us to do? This is something that we wasn't born with. It just generating us. Do you
Is it
understand
more
what I'm
common in
saying?
black girls?
Yeah, in a lot of black women.
Can you, like, I know a few people that have it, or I've heard it come out of them. What are the symptoms of it? How does it affect you? And why
So
do you
it,
think
like,
it
affects you from having kids.
Okay.
Because like you don't know when you're ovulating, like, and that's very important. Sometimes your period stops, you don't get a period. Sometimes your period flow is very heavy to the point where you're going through multiple pads. Like it's crazy.
Serious?
Women get really bad pains, like, yeah, and then you can get over and cysts on your ovaries. So there's a lot of things that women go through. People don't understand. Men, I'm gonna say men, because men will see me and they'll be like, oh, you have a hairy chin. Yeah, I do. And what? You're a man and you don't even have a beard. Grow some.
But that's down to genetics. I would say that's down to genetics. Some people have weird genetics. I'm not trying to give you a whole science lesson.
I'm not trying to cut you, but my mom has PCOS. A lot of my aunties have PCOS. So I think there's something about 1 in every 3 women get
Black
it.
women
in
or-
black. I don't know about other colours, but I can only speak for my colour, so black people. So like, for example, I have 3 sisters. I'm the only one out of those 3 that have PCOS. The other 2s don't have it. And then like my auntie, she's got 3 kids. She got 2 girls. Only one of her daughter has it, not the other one. So it's one
it can
in
skip.
Yeah. So one of that daughter that you have out of 3 will definitely get it if your parent has it.
Now I understand why you called it a miracle.
Do you get it? Because
get it.
I didn't know I was pregnant till I was 4 months.
Really?
Yes. So even when a woman's pregnant, she might not know she's pregnant because PCOS can mess you up to the point where you don't even know if you are.
Does it affect your hormones? Like,
Yeah.
Of course it does,
A
but
lot.
that's a stupid question. But okay.
And I don't think it's spoken a lot. I don't think a lot of people out there understand.
I think you should be an ambassador to some sort of on it. No joke. On the sense of
All right,
creating
look,
awareness.
in the camera, you can see my chest. Can you not see my chest?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
This is my symptoms. So
you
sometimes
get,
I
like,
get spots on my chest.
What, blackheads and
No, I don't get blackheads. I get like spots, little spots, and I pop them, and then I'll get like hairs growing there, and I just wax it. Yeah.
so there's a lot more unwanted hair in certain areas. That
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that? Like,
I don't. I just wax every month.
it's part of your routine, yeah.
Yeah, or just vegan.
So have you tried to go like private, or have you tried to?
No, I ain't got time for that business. I'm not insecure about it.
Okay, cool. So now that you're a mother, yeah, like obviously that's changed you in many ways,
To a certain extent.
the extent, right? And I've
toned down a bit.
Okay, I've watched your development from Renee and Miss Arthur from then to now, and there's been
2019.
there's a clear change. But what would you say as a mother? What would you say how has that changed you? And Is that been something that you've always seen yourself as? Have you always wanted to?
I knew I was always going to be a mum. I was
A
destined to be
baby
a
mum
mum.
or a mum?
I'm a mum and a fiance.
Oh wow! Congratulations!
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you.
Okay. Do you want to show the camera the bling bling?
No, they need to stay out my business.
Yeah. You know what? Obviously, I'm not going to comment that because
Yeah.
we're not going to go into that. I'm happy for you.
Because the
The guy's good with his DIY, so he's a real man.
And he's shoot right, boy, because he's the only one that could breed me.
Swear down.
Yeah, I've been
But
trying for years.
The breeding is not nice though.
It is, but it's
Why
reality.
Why do you Jamaicans like to say
It
this?
is reality. I got breeded up. I'm a fiance. Say,
So,
okay,
did you say to
all right,
him-
if you have a wife
Yeah.
and she's pregnant, what did you do, Mark? You breed her.
Yeah, but you make it sound like a dog.
No, but at the church, you breed her, innit? You put a pitney now.
Do you know why I can't take that word seriously? Is because there was one time online, yeah, you were complaining. God forgive me. This is not on script, yeah. There was a time you was complaining about guy. Can I say it?
Yeah, go on.
Out of respect for your other significant, there's a guy that you was complaining about a guy that's
Just one position for 1 year. And what? It haunts me.
like, but like seriously.
Oh my
Do you wanna touch on that? Do
Do you know what? I won't touch on that only because
No, you can
me
reinstate it.
my ex
Oh,
were
cool now.
cool. I apologize. He apologized. We've put it under the rug, and I know I've done a lot of damage to him. Like I really affected his
Really?
mental health. Oh my god, yes I did. Like
So girls, is this you taking accountability?
I always take accountability when I'm wrong. Oh, wow. Do you know what it is? I'm a Libra. My
I'm
emotions are a bit too much.
I'm starophobic.
When I'm hurt, okay, you're like, you don't do these kind of things in here.
No, I don't believe in all this reading of stars and
Okay,
but
well,
you can feel free though.
Me personally, how I am, I am a bit too emotional.
Okay. That explains a
So
lot.
back then, I didn't know how to control my emotions. I would go off, ticking time bomb. I wouldn't know how to like control myself. You come for me, I'm coming for you like 10 times. I go hell and back with disrespect. Now I'm a bit tuned down a bit, but don't ever get it twisted. That girl's still there. It just takes a bit more. That's it, because I'm a mom now.
So affecting, I respect that. So you saying affecting him, did you like have like a conversation? Did you like speak about?
Yeah, because I feel like, do you know what it is?
Did you just lash out and then you kind of regretted
I wasn't
it?
expecting it to go as viral as it bloody did.
It was funny though.
I just sat down, told my story time, told my truth. I was going through my pain. I needed to heal, and I've not seen him. ever since the whole thing happened. It's been a long
His
time.
name though?
Yeah. Everyone knows it's him. We had a public relationship.
Oh,
So yeah, we had a public relationship, and I said
deliberately
his
didn't
name,
wanna
and
be
then
in your
he
business.
came out, and then he cussed me, and then I cussed him back, and then he's just been off the radar doing his own little thing. But he's always been a private guy anyway. I just feel like, boy, like I kind of messed up his life.
So do you think like from that situation, and obviously you've been in, I would say, situations beforehand now, has that kind of navigated how you deal with your relationships now? Like how you're dealing with this relationship?
This one a bit different, yeah.
So what, okay, we said we're not going to talk about
Yeah, I don't want to talk about my relationship.
Okay, cool. So, okay, fair enough. We'll move on because I respect
Thanks
you.
for being respectful.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, how are you juggling everything? Because I watch your socials. You've got a lot going on. How are you juggling that? Being a mom, being a daughter to the Miss, I call it the Queen President.
Mummy fabulous.
Mummy Fabulous, aka we got to get her back. I'll definitely come and get you and Mum one time. That would be nice if you would agree to it.
That would be a bit. Oh God, she's a lot to deal with.
Is it?
Can I drink on here?
Yeah, do your thing, girl.
Right. Gotta drink my little rum. My God.
What? Why do you think it'll be difficult? I love Mum. Mum's like you.
Because you know what?
She's polished and she don't care.
She's just like, I think that's where it is. We're too much alike. So we bump heads way too much. And I feel like there needs to be somebody in the middle to, what's that word?
I'll be in the middle.
Because you know it is, we haven't had that conversation.
Let me
so
do
much
it.
happened
Let's talk
last
the
year.
numbers. I'm being serious. You heard it here. I want it. Let's do the numbers. I'll get that
I
shit
don't
cracking.
mind. So much has happened last year,
You
but
heard it here.
I
She don't
personally
mind.
feel like if there's going to be somebody in the middle of me and her has to have a full understanding of everything, because there's so much when it comes to me and my mum. And I feel like ever since I had my child, what we have done we pushed it under the rug. We haven't
Not
spoke about
forgotten,
it.
but it's just.
I haven't forgotten about it because I'm still hurt about certain things that she has done and said about
So
me.
what are the things that she's done? Is it publicly was it?
Yes, everything has been public.
So just kind of give us an insight. Obviously, mum won't mind because you lot are going to have that conversation here. Yeah, so yeah, go on.
So, like, okay, there's a lot of things that I hold against my mum. There's a lot of things that...
Give me 2 things.
Okay, so like my brothers, like my brothers
happened?
are not here. They've been deported 22 years ago. Do you know what I mean?
Do you speak to them?
Yeah, I speak to them when I can. Well, let me not lie. Let me not say them. I speak to one. I don't talk to my other brother because we had an argument in Jamaica when I was there. So I just don't chat to him because he's...
So what's the ugly truth about that situation?
His head's too much.
Okay.
So I feel like, yeah, me and my mum, like there's a lot of things I hold against my mum. There's a lot of things that I haven't forgiven her for when it comes to my siblings. Do you know what I mean? And when it comes to Jamaican parents, I'm telling you, like, it's hard to get through their head. Like, Jamaican parents feel like everything in your life, you owe them because they birthed you and they brought you up. And if you, like...
So what, they kind of see like an ATM?
Yes, that's a lot of Jamaicans.
But that's not just Jamaicans, that's Nigerians
as well.
Yeah, my mum calls me every day.
See, I can only speak for myself.
It's not that she don't have money, but it's almost like you can't shout and say, why are you calling me for that? Because you love them. But at the same time, it's like, can you not give to them? You have to give it. You're almost obliged to do it because they did birth you. I get it. It can cripple you because you might have your own thing going on. But at the same time, I do get it. It's a bit daunting on you, especially now being a mum.
It's a lot. And do you know what it is? I feel like right now, when my daughter came into this world, it's kind of put me and her in a good space. And like I said, like
so the whole thing, she was washing the head and
like her, like
the massage.
Yeah, and do you know, it's her help. She's been really helpful. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like she's been really helpful. She's come around. She's been reaching out to me a bit more. She's been calling me a bit more now. Like
she's definitely a miracle child.
Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like my daughter, she's broken down a lot of barriers and kind of made my mum a bit more humbled with regards to our relationship. So like I said, like me and her haven't really spoken about a lot of stuff that has taken place last year on social media while I was pregnant, because I just feel like I can't chat to her by herself. I'm so sorry, like I can't do it because I'll start going mad. I've tried it so many times.
It's just come to me now. Could the ugly truth, I keep on punning it, yeah? Could it be the fact that maybe your mum, there's a struggle for like the light between two strong characters? Because your mum is a likable woman. God. She's so likable, and you're likable as well. I was a bit scared before you came. I was like, yeah, she's gonna rip my ass. But no,
well, do you know what it is, Mark? I only go off when somebody troubles me. Do you understand what I'm saying? You'll get the nasty Renee if you fuck with me. Other than that, I'm actually really cool to be around. Like, I'm actually really
good energy,
nice.
Man. Good energy.
Yeah,
good
because
energy.
I feel like for someone to take my energy away from me, or for you to have control of my energy, you've won. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for you to really piss me off, you've really hit below that belt or said something to make me feel disrespect. I don't take disrespect, you know. Like one thing about me,
you can see.
Me not like disrespect. No girl, no boy to my thing. Me not like it. You respect me, I respect you. You show me love, I show you love too. You deal with me correct, and that's the same shit you'll get back from me. But once you go low, I go hell with the disrespect. And I tell people this all the time because people feel like, oh, it's okay to throw stones. Don't throw stones and hide your hands and play a victim. I do not like that shit. I can take accountability when I'm wrong because I know I'm a human being. Like, we all sin, we all do things. Do you know what I mean? Like, me fucking up one day is not going to get everyone to hate me. People are going to love me again. But I just don't like when people like to disrespect. That's the only thing that pisses me off.
Do you think, like, obviously, you doing everything in the public eye kind of opens you up for criticism?
Yes. I feel like everything I put on social media, people have something to say.
I'm sure you've seen me pop up on your TikTok because I glide. I call it gliding. I glide and then I come out of the conversation and I'm still watching, but I don't see the comments. But that's how for those who don't know, that's how you kind of go shadow watch. So, and I've seen, like, there was a time when there was a particular girl that kind of bumped someone for hair and you roasted her. What was her name again? She's quite young. Supposedly, allegedly, she got kidnapped once upon a time ago.
Florence.
Yes.
That bitch. I'm so sorry, but she took my wig. She did. And people...
Was it Florence or was it some...
No,
Is
it's
it not
Florence.
The girl that
no, it's
had no
Florence.
heat in her house or something?
Oh, Mulan. Oh, that one there. Having people in the house and it's cold. No. Do you know, I did a TikTok about I did a TikTok
You
about
started roasting
Florence.
everybody.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck because it's time for these hairdressers to be told about themselves, because when it's Renee, everybody drags me and everyone gets a
Yeah, I
pass
was
in
gonna
life.
get onto that.
And what we're not going to do is give people passes right now, because people need to fix up. Like, we need to fix up, because Florence took my bundles, you know. And when I came on social media and I exposed her about taking my bundles, everybody said I was bullying her, I was lying.
Is she young?
Now look, she robbed the whole world in the United Kingdom. And everyone's like, Renee's right.
So obviously there's a few, I call them allegations. People just throw stuff sometimes. I call them ghost warriors, where you bumped a couple of people. Someone sent you stuff that was stinking.
Listen, people, yeah. There's a TikTok that I did, and some girl comment on the page. She comment on my page, and I thought in her head, she felt like she ate me up. Bitch, you can't eat me. Do you know what I mean? So I had to let her know, like, you did send me clothes. I haven't done your promo.
It stinks.
You wore the clothes. You done a TikTok video in the clothes. You party in the clothes, and you sent it to me for me to do a promo. And the clothes stank so bad.
What does it stink of?
Like sewage. Like, it
Could that
stank
not just be
so
like
bad.
post-production? It could have come from somewhere.
No. It had stains on the top. Like, it was bad. And let me tell you something. And I messaged her and I told her what was going on. Like, I told her, look, you've sent me these clothes. It doesn't smell good. It's been worn. And she was like, oh, can you send it back to me? But you see, when she asked for me to send it back, I said to her, look, right now I'm living out of hotels. Do you know what I mean? It's my truth. I was homeless. My mom kicked me out. It is what it is. But I was living out of hotels. So I was in hotels, living wherever. At the time, I was staying at my auntie's house, so I was moving around, and a lot of things was in storage. When she wanted the clothes back, I said, look, the stuff are in storage. It's going to take me a while to get them. I have police involved into a situation right now. I cannot go and get those items until they've given me access. So it's not like I bumped her or anything. She knew everything that was going on in my personal life. I communicated with her. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I've had my baby. I've completely forgotten about this girl's clothes. All her stuff is in storage at this point. So instead of you to message me now and I said, oh, Ren, I'm just reminding you, can you please send me back the stuff? You're going to come on TikTok and come for me like you're going to eat me up. No, bitch, I had to let you know about your clothes. And now look, you don't even sell clothes no more.
Damn. So obviously, I can't remember this guy's name. Please don't take shots at me. I can't remember. There was this guy from Love Island, light skin, who was speaking, not about you. He was speaking about people reaching out for not paying for promotion. I don't even remember his name. Good looking guy. I think he's a semi-pro footballer. Fair skin with a low fade cut with a slit in his head. I can't remember. Maybe you guys would know. I'm not good with names. But he emphasized on people reaching out to him, some small local brands, asking for free promo. In your case, does that happen to you quite a lot? Like, give me the worst case scenario apart from this smelly clothes situation, and address people how you want to be addressed, or tell people right now how you want to be addressed. Because you know it is.
Let me tell you something. I'm all about supporting young businesses. Don't get me wrong, because we all have to start from somewhere. We all have to eat. There's too much money to be made in this country. You understand? But I wouldn't charge a small business an arm and a length. Do you understand? Because they just starting. They need the support. They need the push. But it's like, all right, sending me clothes that you've worn already and all these things is unprofessional. It's absolutely disgusting. Do you understand? And there's been a lot of times where I've helped a lot of businesses. Like, a lot of girls back in the day have reached out to me. I've done their promo. You know, they've shown so much gratitude, so much love. And their business have taken off. They get so many orders, and I'm happy for them. Honestly, I'm so happy for them. But I feel like now where I am in my life, and where I am as in like how popular I'm getting, and how I'm very humble, by the way. Like, I'm a very humble sheep.
Too humble.
I will do promo for people and I'll be like 150, 100. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, people
I don't think you should even tell your prices. You should.
No, it is what it is, because that's not today's price, and yesterday's price is not today's price.
Okay.
So like where I used to charge people like 100, 150, I don't charge that no more, because I know what I bring to the table.
You charged someone $2,000 the other day. I was impressed.
I know what I eat. I know what I bring to the table, so I'll eat alone. Just I'm saying, like. So at the end of the day, it's like now people reach out to me and be like, "Oh, Ren, can I do your lashes for exchange and promo?" Once upon a time, yeah, but now I would not do that. Once upon a time, you could do promo for me in exchange because I needed the lashes, but now, no, I'm okay.
Has there been anyone, be honest, has there been anyone you just thought, fuck it, I'm just going to take their stuff and not do anything, but I like their stuff.
No, back in the day, like I would probably take some stuff and not give them back or whatever. But nah, I'm not doing that no more. Because I can't be up with a headache. And you know one thing about, you see TikTok? You see, if you don't have a thick skin, they will eat you the fuck up on that app, you know? Nowadays, yeah, people go on social media. Oh my gosh, this girl did it. I can't be asked for it anymore, please. So I just don't take people's things.
Okay, cool. So what's been your most, I would say your favorite moment of being, I would say you're an influencer, right?
No.
What would you call yourself then?
Let me tell you something. You see people that call themselves influencers, what the fuck are you influencing? I'm not influencing shit. I don't want nobody to look at me as a role model. I'm an entertainer. That is what I am.
I like that.
I'm an entertainer. I entertain the people.
So is that why you just randomly come up with people? And I see you on TikTok talking to some strange motherfuckers.
Yeah, because people are people. And let me tell you something. On TikTok, I've met a lot of lovely people in different countries. Indians, you know, Muslims, all different people. I've played matches with so many different people and they're lovely.
You made that guy famous, one African guy. You and him were
No,
going back.
Zumba was famous before me.
Really?
Yeah, but I just kept playing with him because we connected so good. Like even when, you know, I was cussing off the Steph London family and I was on live with some Indian man in his burger shop and I was like, me and him was trolling her family or whatever. Like I meet good people in different countries on TikTok and I love it. Like they are so good they're so good to talk to.
Steph London's family. I'm not going to lie. Me personally speaking, I appreciate Dutch's music. I appreciate all their music.
Look, what we can't do is take that from him. Look, let me say, no. Because they be trolling me and nobody sees when these motherfuckers are trolling me, you know.
But how do you know it's them? Where's the proof?
It is them.
How?
Because I was listening to Jada Kingdom's music. Shamara came for me.
I don't know who that is. Is that the older sister?
The pretty one, Ross Million's gal.
Oh, is that his?
That's his girlfriend,
that's
Samara.
Dutch's family?
Yes, they're sisters. That's Steph London's sister, the pretty one.
You can see I'm getting old.
Yeah, so she came, like, listen, let me tell you something. I was listening to not Steph London, sorry. I was listening to Jada Kingdom. Yeah, and you know that viral song? You have a pedophile brother and I did that for dead. I was listening to that. And because I was listening to it while I was in Jamaica, Shamara got in her feelings and she was commenting on my TikTok video like, but you was trying to chat to my brother, Del Rey, blah, blah, blah.
Is that truth?
So there's some truth to that.
Oh, you're trying to that?
But
is that you, yeah?
No, but it's not how it's being said though. She's not saying it in the correct word.
Okay, so how was it? What was the start?
He reached out to me on Instagram. He was in my DMs. He wanted to chat to me, whatever. You know, at the time when he just had his breakthrough, I thought, yeah, he's a sweet one. Like, he's nice. Like, I love the voice, the hustle. He was running the scene. What we cannot do is not say that he wasn't popping. He was popping. You got to give him his flowers.
100%.
He stepped in. He was a newcomer. He killed it. Everybody was doing features with him. He had the drill scene in a lock. And we can't take that from him. But the truth is, he wanted me to come to his yard. He FaceTimed me. He was showing me his fucking dog, the bulldog, Veli. And
that's a nice name.
He thought he could get me to come to his yard, and it wasn't going to happen. So that's where it stopped.
So he couldn't. So was it his approach that you didn't like, or was it the fact that the way the sister or the cousin kind of?
No, it's just the way he was acting on the phone, as if like, let me tell you something. You see me, I'm used to things. You can't bribe me. I'm not a materialistic person. I don't give a fuck about your money. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're coming and you're talking to me, you're showing me the house that you're in and you're talking about, oh yeah, it's all gated down here, and I'm not a fan.
That guy's got a flex.
No, don't flex on me.
Chasing
no, I hate niggas that flex. They do the most. Like, I don't like guys that flex.
Let's be real. Dutch has got the package, innit? He's got deep voice, like, we talk about Bando Diaries, and he's tall.
No, but I feel like
he's good looking.
You know it is, but that's not my type.
But you said you thought it was just a sweet one.
You can find a girl attractive, Mark. You can think a girl's good looking.
Yeah.
That girl might have sex appeal. You might think, raw, like she looks
something about her.
Something about her, but you wouldn't go there. Do you know what I mean? I felt like, yeah, like he was a sweet one. He's tall, he's nice, but I wouldn't go there.
If Dutch approached you, because you're saying he didn't approach you correctly.
No, he didn't, but I still wouldn't go there if he did. Do you get where I'm coming from? Because
he said to you,
he's good to look at.
Let me take you about that. Let me take you out, like Bando Diaries. Let me take you to Shard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell to the fucking no.
What?
No.
Why not?
No.
He's tall. He comes with that long red trench coat.
It's not
she picked up in a nice car.
No, it's something about him that it's not clicking.
What about it? Go on.
I don't know what it is, but it's just not.
What's the
it
ugly
don't
truth?
it doesn't tickle my fancy. When I was
Was this before or after the madness?
This was before.
Do you believe it?
Before the badness that happened. And then after, a couple months later, he messaged me and sent me PDF contracts and PDF files talking about he didn't do what he did to that girl and it's a lie and all these things. And I was thinking...
Wait. Stop. Now you've just given me another question in my head. But before we get to that question, do you believe... Because we know social media is a treacherous place. Yeah?
1000%, I believe.
And you have also been on the receiving end of a lot of nonsense. Yeah?
I do believe what the allegation they said about him is true. 100%. I believe it. You know what? Let me tell you why I believe it. Because when everything came out and they exposed him, he was talking to a lot of young girls. Like T Tantos, all these girls. That's just a big man. I don't even know. Is he not 30 or something?
Yeah, but if he's 30, what... You could chat to, what would you say is from a 30-year-old, because I don't know
I wouldn't even talk to an 18-year-old if you're 30.
But, okay.
So he's a grown man, and the time he was talking to these girls are 17,
but they could have lied about their age.
They could have, but...
I'm not making an excuse, I'm just going
They could have, I understand it, but there's too much proof. If you go on YouTube and type in his name, there's a whole screen recording there, and you can see... The voice notes are being played. They've screen recorded it, and it's him and the girl having a conversation in DMs.
But okay, that's fine. You are a entertainer, so you know about the editing aspects. You know about post production. You know about these things. And he has mentioned that a lot of the stuff that is out has been tampered with. So, especially coming from the aspect that you're coming with now, could you not say or see reason to believe that? Yeah, I can see why he would say that, and can't you see truth in that?
I don't believe him.
You don't think it was a smear campaign?
No. He did... Listen, let me tell you something. You see the thing about rappers? A lot of these rappers get too big-headed. Because they blow, they're making money, they're hot on the scene, bare gal want them, they lose their head. All right, cool. Because bare girls like you, that means you need to chat to every gal. You should be in every gal DM. He was in every fucking female's DM because he was Dutch Chavelli. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of niggas get fucked up in this day and age right now, because it's like, you're a rapper, just build with one gal. Build with one gal and avoid these situations.
But when there's so much sweet girls out there...
Exactly.
Do you think a rapper can realistically be in that situation?
And that's why they'll always be in problems. When a rapper knows he gets pussy and he gets girls and all these things, he's always going to throw himself to women. And that's how comes rappers will always find themselves in situations like this. Settle down with one female, have one female, even if it's not your wife, it's just a girl that you're cheating and all these things.
But that becomes...
Just deal with her.
But now that becomes headquarters. That's what we call HQ. If it's not your wife, he's not... Like we had a discussion of, that's what certain somebody was. That was HQ. You understand what I mean?
You have to understand, Mark, when you are a caliber of a status, you cannot be in every female's DM when you're that guy.
I mean, I hear it, but that doesn't still give you the room to come for his family, though.
Look, I came for their family because each individual... Look, the only person that hasn't come for me is Steph Londonia, because she has sense. She has common sense. Princess, the hummingbird, she was coming for me, right? And then she came for my child.
She's got a nice voice. You have to admit it. Give her props.
When she doesn't remember her lyrics. How the fuck are you a singer? You don't remember your lyrics. Do better. Princess came for me, but I'd just like to let her know that you will see me in real life, so it is what it is.
I was gonna... Hey, don't spoil it.
No, it's not about spoiling.
Are you not like...
You spoke on my child. I don't play... let me tell you something. I'll spin the block for my youth. Yeah, but I don't play with my child.
You came for her family. No?
She troubled me first.
But you could have chose to be a mature person.
Nah, sorry. You troubled me first. I said what I said. You didn't like it. Let me tell you something. You see if me and you are going head to head, no problem.
Let's go for the knuckle, duck up, punch up.
Say what you want about Renee. I'm botch. My leg's swollen. All these things. I've got a beard. I'm a sir. Say what you want to say about me. But when it comes to my little girl and you speak on my child, you throw them hands when you see me real life. And that's it. End of. I don't have a problem with Shamara.
Here, the ugly truth.
We're not promoting violence, of course not.
Violence, but I was gonna say to you, like, do you not feel like you? Because this is the one thing that bothers me about the internet. I keep it 100 with you. I've seen certain people that have said certain things about me in person, and they ain't got that same energy. And for me, it's almost like I know I can handle myself. I can get it cracking. You understand? But are you not like, as a mother now, like as a female, do you not feel like, oh, some of the people that you get into on the internet with, are you not gonna spark them on road? Are you not gonna see them on road? And you're not gonna, you don't feel
That's
some
why I
type
don't
of way?
understand why they do this.
You can always come and learn jiu-jitsu, but we'll talk about that another time. I could teach you some self-defense. You think I'm joking? Well, hold tight target and Cantagalo. We'll teach you some bad boy
I
stuff.
thought you said shih tzu, Mama
No,
Clark.
jiu-jitsu. Don't worry, don't even attempt
Kung
it.
Fu. Okay, I understand.
Let's call it Kung Fu.
No, but you know, let me tell you what it is. The thing is, I don't have a problem with Shamara.
The hummingbird, is that what you call it?
No, that Shamara is the pretty one. There's a pretty one. That one looks like Dutch.
I don't watch
Princess looks like Dutch. Shamara looks like Steph, the pretty one.
But they're all good looking though.
No, there's two good looking out of the bunch. But look, I don't have an issue with Steph London's family. I think Steph is a dank artist. She makes amazing music. I don't have an issue with Steph. I just don't like her brother and I don't like her other sister that looks like them.
You don't like her brother because you didn't like it. You can't say you don't like him. You can say that you don't like his approach.
No, I don't like Dutch.
But you said you like his music.
No, I like his... But you can like somebody's music and not like them.
Dutch, I think you should sit down.
No, I'm not talking.
Maybe you lot, because you do good music. You're an entertainer. Maybe you lot could do a track together.
Are you mad? I'm not a fucking artist. Look, I'm not an artist.
Oh, was it?
I'm just an entertainer.
I was listening to it.
If I ever do music, it's just for fun. Because I feel like the industry's fake. And the industry will take your soul. And I'm not Illuminati. So let me tell you something. I don't do music because that's my profession in life. And that's that's why I have love for no. I'm just an entertainer. I just do what I do.
Okay. So there's been a let me just go through now because I'm reading my notes. There's so much to unpack. Right. So let's see. Don't worry. This is all gonna be.
I love a rum. I feel like I'm in Jamaica all over again.
A Virgo, If you could speak to your younger self, what would you tell your younger self?
I don't know why people always ask me this question.
It's stupid. I've got another question for you, but I wanted this one first.
People always ask me this question like, what would you tell your younger self? I'll tell my younger self to love yourself a bit more. Because I feel like when I was younger, I didn't love myself. I feel like, because if I did, I wouldn't have gone and done surgery. And that's just the God honest truth.
Hold it there. We're going to still get to that. We're going to unpack that.
So what I would tell my younger self is love yourself more, especially in your natural state, because now I love myself so much, especially in my natural state, that my self-esteem is so high that nobody can't break my self-esteem.
You love yourself so much that when you're bossing that afro, which I love.
I'm out in my natural hair, like flawless and all, dandruff and everything.
You don't care.
I don't care. And I wish I was like that when I was younger.
What's made you like that?
Do you know what I mean?
What's forced you to be like that?
I don't really know. I just know that I just love me now. I feel like, okay, no, I do know actually. I found myself. And that's what's made me love myself a bit more. Because nobody can't tell me I'm ugly and I'm going to feel bad about myself. I might be ugly to you, but I'm beautiful to a next man. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't be everybody's cup of tea in life. True. I don't like chocolate tea. I like Horlicks. So at the end of the day, you're not always going to drink PG. You like different things. So at the end of the day, I like curry goat. And the nigga that I like might not even like curry goat. He might like chicken. So at the end of the day, you're not always going to be someone's cup of tea in life. So I found a safe space. I fuck with myself. I love me. And if you don't fuck with me, it is where it is.
I respect that.
So
I mean, this kind of leads into the kind of question, because I was scared to ask because, people feel some type of way and I have to respect that. So you said, obviously, you've learned how to love yourself. So once upon a time, you didn't love yourself. Is this what led to you starting to do? We're over this pandemic of BBLs, right?
Yeah, I'm over it.
But there's also now a decrease. A lot of people, such as China and a few, names, have started taking out cheeks, headpieces, bums, tits.
In China?
No, China. Oh. Is her name China?
Wait, is that
Black
a person?
China.
Black China. Okay,
so my
Black
bad.
China.
I told you I'm bad with names, but I've started seeing a lot of people have started resorting back to their normal, natural self.
Yeah.
So at that time, with the craze, I mean, you documented it with your whole transition. Would you say now it's a thing that you regret? Do you feel like you've been sexualized because of it? Did you want to do it because of the
Do you know what it is? When I was up and coming in the making, okay, I wanted to always be a social media influencer. And I felt like at the time, to be a social media influencer, you had to look a certain type of way. You had to, if you don't look like this, you won't get that collaboration. You won't get pictures. And obviously back then on Instagram, to work with big brands, you have to be pushing those likes. You have to get a lot of likes, a lot of engagement on your social media. And I felt like I needed to look a certain type of way for people to accept me. Do you know what I mean? For me to be an influencer. And growing up, if you be yourself, people are just going to love you. When people gravitate to you, it has nothing to do with your body. It has nothing to do with your physical look. Do you know what I'm saying? People just genuinely fuck with you if you're a likable person. So I regret doing surgery. And it's not because I'm botched why I'm saying I regret doing surgery. I just regret doing surgery because it's very addictive. It's really addictive. It will have you looking in the mirror, trying to see what you can tuck in, what you can take off. It's a disease. In my eyes, it really is.
It's that body dysmorphia.
It's bad because when I did one BB, I went and got 2 more done.
So what have you had done? And what have you considered reverting back or taking away?
It's my fat. It's my fat that's in my bum. My own fat. That's it. It's not silicone. It's my own fat. Took my fat out my stomach and my back and I put it in my bum. Do you understand? But obviously a lot of those fat won't live. Some of the fat dies. You understand what I'm saying? And at the time when I did my first surgery, I had complications because I got arrested at Heathrow Airport for doing a story time on somebody. So I got arrested. I got arrested. Wow. I'm wearing a faja. I've just touched down, picking up my suitcase. There's a bunch of police officers waiting for me. They've escorted me to the van. I'm locked up in Heathrow cells. And can you imagine just you're in a faja.
What, literally you just touched London?
I didn't leave Heathrow. They got me at the luggage terminal. Furthermore, they came on the plane.
How did they find out that
they came on the plane and they so we touched down in Heathrow. They came on the plane. They had long ass guns.
Yeah, I've seen
they
that
came
shit,
and got me. They came to my seat number. They said, "Oh, hi, you're Renee. Can you please follow us off the plane?" They asked to see my passport. I showed them my passport. They took me through some exit staircase and they took me to get my luggage before anybody else came off the plane, and then they locked me up. I was in cells for hours, and then my bum was throbbing. It was like my bum was burning me to the point where.
So what, you just done it recently within that duration?
I'm coming from Turkey back to the UK. Damn. Yeah, so I haven't even gone home, nothing. So that's how comes I got a dent in my bum, because I was laying on the concrete cell. I was in so much pain.
So can't you sue them?
I couldn't be bothered. Fuck them.
I know a very good lawyer. Hold tight, Larry.
I couldn't be
introduce you to him.
So that caused me to have my first complication. And then I had to go back and fix the dent 3 months later. And then they fixed the dent and then something else was still wrong. And then it's like you're always going to do something when you have surgery. It's never going to stop. And I regret it, honestly.
So you regret getting BBL?
1000%.
So if a company reached out to you and said,
They've been doing.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot of companies have reached out for me to fix my leg. A lot of companies have reached out to me to reverse it, to do a lot of things. But you know, it is the way life is set up. You get one life. Tomorrow's not promised, and I'm not taking no chances.
Do you know what? It's mad you say that.
Too many people are dying. I
saw a video. Yeah, one of my friends went over to do a mummy makeover, and literally stood up. Yeah, at the video she showed me, she's standing up. She's got this massive, I don't know what to call it.
Faja?
It looked like it was white, patchy.
Okay.
Blood. Yeah.
Everywhere,
and
yeah.
she had tubes coming out of it, like.
Yeah, okay, so she's
and
wearing
a bag.
She's wearing a faja and she's walking around with
and
it.
She was, the video was funny because she was laughing with her friend that she went with, because they were laughing. But the way they were laughing was like, I was like,
Mark,
the pain.
It's painful, Mark. It's a lot.
Just try and describe the pain to put because I actually want to put people off.
The pain is like, boy, I've had a C-section that was painful, but oh boy, I don't even know, but it's just so painful. It's not worse than birth. I think contractions are the worst shit.
Was there any moment in time when you were like maybe halfway through getting your bloods checked for the last time that you thought,
every time
this
I've
is
done
too
surgery,
much?
I've never done it by myself. I've always had somebody there because you don't know if you're going to wake up in the morning. Honestly, it's dangerous. I feel like when I got my breast lift, when I did the only surgery that didn't hurt me was my breast lift. Everything else, every lipo and BBL killed me, and I was just grateful to make it out alive. I feel like when you go under, you just want to know you've woken up. Like, it's the first thing you want to know you've done is waking up.
That's just like, was it worth the pain? That's
No.
crazy. So if you could do, let's just say you had a position, surgery's already paid for, right? If you could do one thing, yeah, you can't take away, but if you wanted to change something, what would you change and why?
Oh, if I was to do surgery again?
No, don't worry about the budget. It's paid for.
I would just make my bum smaller.
You can't reverse that.
Oh, so I can't reverse nothing?
No.
What do I have to do?
Listen, if there was something else you could change, okay, do what you want. You remix the question and do what you want to do with it.
Okay, so if I could take back something
or change something existing,
it will be to go back to my normal self, like my normal body.
So what was your normal self? Was it?
I was very nice. I didn't need surgery at all. I was just too eager. I was too fashioned.
That's a company you keep.
I followed the trend.
Company you keep.
I wanted to look like your idol. I wanted to look like Alexis Sky. I wanted to have the perfect Instagram body like these American girls. I didn't need it. I guarantee if I went to the gym, because back then I had a nice little physique, had a nice little bumper. If I went to the gym, put in the work, banged the squats, I could have got my nice body, my nice natural way. But I was too lazy because I started going to the gym and then I stopped. I started the gym way. It wasn't working for me. I didn't have that motivation. And then I just said, fuck it. I'm just going to go do a BBL.
So I'm going to be a bit dark. Not dark, but I'm going to be within reason, right? There was this whole conspiracy that I call it conspiracy, that you funded your BBL from taking and begging people for money.
No, it was free.
So wait, someone just called you and said, yeah, do you want to enlarge your bum?
No, like, so I paid the first BBL that I got, I paid half of it. The company
sponsored. Do you want to give them free promo?
No, because fuck them. They've botched a lot of women. So the first company...
Oh!
Oh, God, we don't want them to come for you, so...
No, I'm quite cool, the owner.
Hate him.
He's cool. He hooked me up.
Idiot.
I had a little sitting go with my hairline was a bit.
But it looks nice though.
Yeah, hold tight, you man. Clinic hub, man. You say, man. Hassan, what you say? Shout me.
Oh no! Oh God! So it was the other one. It was his partner. So yeah. So the clinic sponsored me, so I never had to pay for all my surgeries, and because I was an ambassador, it was all free.
This ambassador, yeah, I hate that talk. There's someone that I know. Yeah, I'm not going to mention any names. No, actually, no, I'm going to say, because if I say too much, he'll come back to me. But I remember this individual did a BBL and it just changed the whole confidence. She felt like a bad bitch.
The bad bitch.
And she really wasn't. Her legs were looking like, God forgive
me. But
a
lot of these surgeries, they don't match the bum with the thigh.
You look at proportion. Like when I came downstairs with Chris, yeah, 3 girls ran up to you and I was like, God damn, I don't know where to put my face. I was looking in this guy and I was like, okay, everything's in proportion. Mm-hmm. But there are some girls, I'm like, yo, what one? This looks like ice cream. Big, and then it just comes into a tunnel and it looks like they're going to topple over like at any point.
Let me tell you what it is. You see,
no disrespect.
With me, yeah, I only have one leg that's really bad and it's just got a swelling on it because when they did my surgery and I woke up in the morning, I didn't ask for fat to be put in my leg. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think they did my bum a bit too big, so they had to they had to put fat in my leg to match it.
So what do you mean? Like I'm so baffled. Like so
they took everything, I signed contracts to, they did the opposite. So I didn't want certain things done, and they felt okay, we're going to do this anyway. So there was a certain amount of fat that they had to put in my bum, but they put a bit too much. So in one bum cheek. So they wanted to make the leg a portion.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the way you're breaking it. It's so funny.
No, but it's the truth though. They made me damn butch for a couple of years of
my
life.
So what? Did you wake up halfway and say, "Wait, this bum is this is like 30 centimeters bigger than this one"?
The bum's not the problem. Bum's fine. The leg, it's my left leg.
What's wrong with your leg?
Sorry,
we're getting exclusive right here, people. We're actually going to find out what's going on. Like, you can stand up.
Look, sorry, I've got shorts and everything under. Yeah. Okay, look, this side. Can you not see there? Is it this side? Can you not see the swelling on the leg?
What, on your right side?
Look.
Yeah, you need to sue these motherfuckers.
Do you see?
Yeah, you need to sue them.
Yeah. So I'm happy that it's not my bum. Oh, thank God, Jesus.
If your bum was limp, I think that would be
But I feel like
that's a disaster.
in the beginning of the year, like in a couple years ago, I used to go for a lot of pains. I used to go in the hospital all the time.
What, blood clots?
No, not blood clots. My leg will be on fire. Like it will start swelling. It will turn
Oh
purple.
shit.
Yeah, just the area of the thigh will turn purple. So when I used to go hospital, Newham and all these places, hospital, they used to have to inject my leg with something to stop the pain with codeine. Like they used to inject my leg with things to stop the pain because it was really bad. And then Channel 4 News reached out to me. They did a documentary. You know, all these newspaper articles reach out to me. That's why I'm on all like a lot of the BBC when it comes to like body and stuff. So and that's how comes me and the company to this day don't like each other, because they didn't want me to blast them.
They should have paid you then.
Because when I woke up in the morning from surgery and I looked at my leg, I said, what the heck? And he was like, oh, we can reverse it. I was mad as
but
hell.
it would have been too soon to even reverse
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they tried to deny and say, oh, they didn't touch my leg. But if you didn't touch my leg, why is my leg like this? Why did I wake up with bruising on only that leg? So yeah, like, it is what it is. But I've learned to love it. And do you know what it is? I wouldn't go back and fix it anytime soon, because I'm not going under.
So then, fair enough. Okay, cool. So I've got a couple of questions I want to ask you. I want to leave that to near the end, because I'm going to save your energy. It's almost like you're pumping weights. You leave the heaviest for the last, right? So we're almost there. We're now doing the sets that matter, right? So in terms of social media, if you wasn't doing social media, right, what would you be doing?
Go back to a job.
What kind of job would you be doing?
I'm a hustler, you know, Mark.
We can see
I'm
it.
very independent, you know. I'm in a SpongeBob Nubwai.
No, but then...
When I was 7, I've been working from 16 years old. From my NI number came in that post, I went and got a job. I was working, I was a waitress. I was cleaning tables, cleaning toilets. I've done everything. My first ever job was going around in Newham and cleaning old people.
Really? What happens? Like health assistant?
Changing their nappies, all these things. Yes, I did all of that. Do you know what I mean? I grew up with black, strong females, and a lot of my aunties was carers. So I follow suit. Do you understand? So I left from that. I went into retail, went into waitressing, worked in TK Maxx, worked in Primark. Do you know what I mean? Worked down in Oxford Circus at a YE restaurant called, I can't remember, but it's opposite Mac. So I've worked. If I never went viral and had my moments...
What made you go viral?
Going to Shoreditch and doing the story time about Sugar Daddy. Because I had a few Sugar Daddies in my life.
That was you.
Yeah. And then, so
I went for the camera,
viral.
so you told the camera what.
Yeah. I went viral and everything. And then, do you know what it is? I was working in Primark. I was working in TK Maxx, sorry. My nudes got exposed all over social media.
Damn.
My manager at the time, she was waiting for me to come in. Bear in mind, I had enough of that fucking job in the first place, because I'm tired of picking up stuff on the floor. So I had enough. And then after I walked in, she's trying to confront me about my nudes, trying to G-check me. I said, you know what?
Your manager?
Yeah, because she's seen
What, did
it.
she try to sack you on the shop floor?
Everybody was talking about it. So I was like, let me sack myself first, because you're not going to do that.
So let me ask you a question, right? To the United Kingdom, and as you would say,
to the nation.
To the nation. So leaking of nudes. So that whole situation, how did you do it? Did you know who leaked your nudes?
Of course, my first ever boyfriend.
What was his reason behind it?
He leaked my nudes because he thought I was in Turkey and I was cheating on him.
Okay.
And I wasn't cheating on him. Do you know what I mean? But I can understand why he would feel like that, because I have to take some accountability. I'm not saying that what he done was right. Of course not. But I pushed him to the point where he want to do something
I like this new Renee, you know.
No, but
it's a lot of accountability.
Though, for every right, for everything you do in life, there's a reaction to it. So I felt like if I wasn't poking the bear, it would not have gone to that certain extent. Do you understand? And like I said, I'm not condoning what he did was right. It's wrong what he did. It's fucked up. It's revenge porn. But still, I contribute to the back and forth. I pretended that I was in Turkey with a guy when I was in Turkey with a female at the time, my friend called Tyro that I went to school with. So I cancelled his ticket, made him go to Gatwick, made him go to the check-in point. We've already left the country. So I made him think that me and him was fine. I found out he cheated on me. So I changed his name on the ticket, put my friend on it. We flew to Turkey, Bodrum. And then at the time he thought I was with an ex-guy. I made him think I was with an ex-guy. So there was a lot of shit that I was doing, getting Turkish guys to give me roses and stuff like that. So he was watching.
No, the
And
games.
he was
These are mind games.
He was getting mad. And he's like, nah, like, and the whole trip we was arguing because he literally thought I was with an ex-man until when he did what he did and he saw that I was with a female, he felt
But he already
so
done the
fucked.
damage.
But he already done the damage.
And you never reported him to the police?
Do you know, I reported to police. They did what they had to do. They saw that the pictures came from his iPad and everything. So
You see? That's how you deal with stuff.
Yeah, like I just went to the police. I reported it. They confiscated his iPad and everything. They did an investigation. The pictures came from his iPad, but I just didn't press charges. I just said no.
You see the interesting thing about life. When people make accusations, that's how you deal with things.
You just keep your receipts. You know your truth at the end of the day.
My phone is still here. You know what I mean?
Because I do know, sorry to intervene, I do know, and since we're speaking about revenge porn, I do know that something was on the media about you that a couple months ago, I think a couple years ago, where Lani must have said that you leaked her thing, and I'm not for that. I'm against.
Who's that?
Lani the bird. The one that's trying to be Natalie Nunn right now, she did the whole Badders, UK Badders, and it completely flopped. That show, that hideous show. Yeah. So regardless of what me and Lani had, when I heard that you exposed her, I was like, what the fuck?
But based on, first and foremost, I don't care to explain myself because I know I didn't do it.
You know your truth.
I knew my truth. I don't care what people think, right? And I know that there's a form of procedure in place, which you've explained without prompting. And if that was the case, you didn't want to press charges. No.
I didn't want to press charges because at the end of the day,
is serious.
Revenge porn is serious. And when I got interviewed and everything, and the police said to me that he could go down for a certain time because there is proof and evidence that he leaked it when they tracked the IP address and everything, I didn't want to press charges because this was somebody that I was in a relationship for years.
I'm locked up. I
was in a relationship for 3.5 years.
Lock me up. Lock me up.
I was in a relationship for 3.5 years.
No.
I didn't want to press charge on him because at the end of the day, it's like, I need you to see me level up. I need you to see me to win. And at the end of the day, I still loved him, even though he did what he did to me. We didn't speak or anything. I didn't take him back or anything like that in a relationship, get back with him like in a relationship. But I just said, you know what, you do you. It is what it is.
That's mad. So, seems we're based on the entertainment industry and you're talking about certain jargons. Is there any particular, thing that you regret in your social media period that you've been a part of or the experience or, have a free roam?
Oh my God, I've been through so much on this app. What do I regret? Oh, bloody hell, blimey.
Let me warm you up before you get to, you can have a good think and I don't want to throw you, so for example, your mother now, I'm sorry to bring it back to it, if she grows up and Googles your name, would you be proud of the content that she sees about you?
No, not really.
Have you considered
deleting
your whole presence?
Yeah, stick a pin. We'll get back there. That's why I'm very cordial with what I get myself involved with now. So back in the day, I was pulling up, I was going crazy, fighting girls, arguing with females. I don't do those kind of things anymore. Do you know what I mean? And when I was pregnant with her, I was going viral every day by just being me, doing funny things, laughing. The internet was boring. I had the UK in a headshell throughout my whole 9 months of my pregnancy. Headlock. Yeah. Thank you for correcting me. So when I realized that I don't have to go viral for drama, Mark, I realized
you go viral like every other day.
I'm going viral for just talking to Zumba, playing match with an Indian woman, going viral because I'm just funny.
You can't get enough of you. There's a UK version of you're the UK's version of Let me make a quick phone call.
I know
Hold
what
on.
you're gonna call me.
Let me make
a Kane?
No, I'm gonna make a quick phone call.
Because everyone keeps saying that.
Hold on.
I'm the UK version of what?
Hold on, let me make a quick phone call.
Maybe someone nice.
Let me make a quick phone call. See, we do things live and direct here.
Oh, bloody hell, blimey.
See, I'm very bad with names. This is why I do things like this. I set reminders everywhere. Yo, what's wrong with the reception here? Is it dead? Chris, reception, is it good?
Nope. Not on my phone. No.
Yeah, I'm
got
not getting
one
no
bar.
ringing, boy.
I got
Anyway,
one bar.
there's a person that said, they were like, don't forget, she's the UK version of blah blah blah.
Who? Who could that be?
Miss Pinky.
Who's that?
You know who she is. You know who she is. I'm not giving too much away.
Is the person in America?
No, she's UK based. But she was like, yeah, she reminds me of the UK. Chris something, Chris. I can't. Maybe it's because I'm saying Chris because his name's Chris. But doesn't matter. Okay, cool. So we come back to your question now, the original question now. Is there anything you regret doing or being affiliated with? It can be the last 3 years. It can be in life, in your social media career.
I don't regret pulling up to Shoreditch. I'll never forget. I will never regret that.
Certain
That
productions.
made me a star. Nothing.
Okay.
There's nothing that I can. No, actually, there's one thing that I fucking regret doing.
What's that?
I regret going to UK Badders. Oh my Lord of mercy! Like if I could rewind the hands of time, I wish I never went to UK Badders in Croatia. Honestly, I've never seen something like that. And guys, I'm talking to the United Kingdom. I'm talking to the 15 parish in Jamaica, because we know Portmore is also included into that parish. I wish to God...
Your geography is immaculate.
I wish to God I never went to UK Badders, because let me tell you something, yeah? It humbled me in life. Because it made me realise that...
I kind of like the setup though. You know,
No,
I like the whole...
do you know what it is? Let me tell you something. To run a show, Mark, yeah, you have to have a fucking team with you. You cannot have 20 girls and 2 security guards. And let me tell you, you cannot put people's life in danger and not have the right things. Like, you have 20 females and you have 2 security guards that don't even have a SA badge or whatever you call it, SIA or whatever. And I feel like, once again, I have to say this, and this is why me and Lani don't like each other right now, because she can't take telling and she can't tell the truth. Like, when you tell her the truth, she doesn't like it. You're doing a show, you've got 20 females here. One, it's like all you care about is the content, but you do not care about other people's well-being. You don't care if people have eaten. You've put us in the middle of nowhere. You put me and a group of girls in the middle of nowhere. You can't walk. If you've been to these foreign places, like, you have to be in a car to drive to the next city or whatever. So you put us... Every day I wake up in the morning, I'm looking at grapes on a fucking vineyard. Chickens running around.
I'm sure she provided you with the food. And...
No. I had to go in my pocket and I had to buy groceries for everyone to eat. I'm going to play
devil's advocate, yeah? What if that was like... Because everybody has a sensei. A sensei is like a mentor, right? So sometimes if you starve people, right, you get their animal instincts inside of them. Maybe starve your blood clot. Let me tell you something, yeah?
Listen to me. You wrote a contract. You flew people whatever for your production. In your contract, you said you're going to provide food for these people. I'm not saying that the females that came on her show didn't have money. They had money. Of course they did. No one's going to leave the country without money. But you said you're going to provide these things. They should be provided for the people in Pitney. You understand? Every day we're waking up, there's no food in the fridge. There's no hot water. People are going a day or two without having a shower. People have to go into next man's room.
That's on their own thing, though, and they don't want to take a shower.
No, there was no hot water. When we got to Croatia, it was really freezing cold, you know. It's winter time, you know. It's blitz there. So to imagine not having hot water. You're living like you're in prison and you're out here with freedom. Do you understand? And honestly, when I tell you, I saw a side to Lani that I didn't like, because the only time we saw Lani was when cameras were around. You see, when cameras are stopped, there's no Lani goods.
Let me give you something to think about it before you carry on. Yeah. Remember, in order to get, with social media and the TV and every aspect, in order to get certain things you want, yeah, you have to set the tone. It's a psychological thing, right? Let me give you the club, for example, yeah? How do clubs sell their drinks, right? They turn off their AC. Yeah, makes people hot. When you become hot, you become thirsty. And they know fully well, right, that alcohol doesn't quench your thirst. 1 second, hold on. Hello? Almost. What is that person that you said I should say that she reminds us of? The UK's version of what? Krishan?
Krishan
Yeah,
Rock.
she's laughing. Krishan Rock, yeah? Okay. Say another. All right, peace. Yeah, sorry. That was just the AI assistant.
Understand. Okay.
No, so I I was doing my Columbus. Yeah, we got, yes, Chris, thank you very much for your notification. Yeah, so when you're in the club, right, they turn off the AC and what they hope is, and this is why they don't have seating unless it's on tables, which you have to pay for. So the gimmick is that you stand around, you get hot, you go to the bar to buy drinks. So it's almost like you're creating a demand for the service. So has it never crossed your mind that certain things that she's doing, right, making herself absent, starving you of hot water, starving you of food, yeah, maybe that's just a production mind where she's like, to get the best out of these characters or these individuals, I need to put them in survival mode.
I hear what you're saying.
Am I making sense?
Yeah, you are making sense. I hear what you're saying, but fuck that. You got people's blood clot pitney in Croatia.
But you signed the contract.
Listen to me. No.
Sign the contract.
Let me tell you.
Sign the contract.
But you see the thing about me, yeah? I can't sit there and watch you take the piss out of other people. Do you understand what I'm saying? Especially we're not in the country where we're from. You understand what I'm saying? Croatia has strict rules. Do you understand? You got to the point where you're telling bitches where next girl laid their head when you know these two have like they want to fight each other. Like you're telling people where I'm sleeping. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's production.
I don't give a fuck up. You see where I'm from? I'm from Newham. I was raised in Newham. You understand? Lani's not streetwise. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's not built for that shit. I'm streetwise. You don't tell a next man where a next man's laying his head at night time. You don't do that. Where I'm laying in my head, you're there texting postcode or addresses to someone that wants to fight me. What are you playing at, rude girl? You're not even giving me the heads up. Nothing. You're literally telling people where I'm sleeping. Nobody knows where Renee is, and I don't like stuff like that. I need to stay. I need to keep my head on the swivel.
You didn't stay in the house. You had your own accommodation.
She had different villas everywhere in it. But you see the villas that where she put certain people in, you cannot walk there.
I got to give it to her.
It's like 2.5 hours, 3.5, it's hours away from each other. You have to drive there. You cannot walk. So like I said to you, she put me and 4 girls, quay. We're waking up to chickens when the other girls don't see chickens and fucking vineyards every morning.
But your safety was, you had someone there looking after you, no?
Had who? We had one security guard, which is her friend. That's it. But at the end of the day, my thing is, you can't treat people like this. Especially, look, bro, police stopped us, you know. Police stopped us and asked all of us for our passport. Why? Because she told next girl where we were sleeping. And at the time, I was friends with a girl called Shelly. And obviously, a next individual was beefing Shelly. Shelly went out there to go beef the girl. Police came and stopped us. It was very messy. It was just too much. I would never do it. I would never, ever do it again.
That's a bit mad, you know. So, I mean, there was this whole thing about, we're going to round it up in a minute, but lastly, there was this whole thing about, you know, she said that you should create your own thing if you wasn't happy with how she done things. Is that something? No, in fact, there was this whole thing that you was like, you see, conspiring against her and saying, no, so you tried to take her content and do your own thing.
No. Let me tell you something, and I live my truth. You understand? A lot was going on in Croatia, a lot of disrespect, a lot of stuff. She was taking the piss out of a lot of girls. The 2 security guards who are her friends came to me, pushed a narrative towards me and said, you know what, fuck Lani. And I told you, everybody hated her. Her own people them quit on the show and said, fuck her, we're not working for her no more. Let's make it a Renee show. Like, Ren, you've got TikTok going crazy right now. They gave me a name for a show. I run with it because, you know, bad publicity sells. It is what it is. I wasn't going to make a show. It was just to keep you lot going on social media. Other than that, that's it.
So you just baited people.
That's it. A guy said, oh, we're going to make it the Renee show. I just did one. I was pissed off in the moment. I was angry because we went 3 days without eating and I had to go and spend my own money and buy shopping for everybody in the house, which is not my responsibility. It's Lani's responsibility to buy and give people food.
Boy, that was a lot to unpack. Guys?
There's a lot.
There's a lot. I don't think even the time would be.
We don't have the time to talk about this bitch, but there's a lot to do.
No, I don't care about her. You know, she's a civilian. With that said, guys, it's been The Ugly Truth. Myself, Mark Cuban. and my wonderful guest today, Miss Renee. She would like to say goodbye, what we're going to be doing next, what to look out for. And
yes, guys, it's been a pleasure. Mark Cuban, thank you for having me and his team. I've loved it, enjoyed it. It's been a lovely space. Things are coming for Renee. Big things are coming. We don't put that out in the universe yet, but like I said, I'm starting my own podcast soon. Public service announcement. So you guys look out for that.
PSA, yeah?
Yeah, PSA. And to the United Kingdom, Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and fucking Dublin. It's been a pleasure to have me here. Look out for the PSA podcast.
And that's it, people.
Bye, guys.
Hasta la vista.